welcome, sir. Thank you for the continued support.
Professor Sachin Gupta, sir, Dean R&I, MAIT.
Thank you, sir, for your support. And multiple plans.
Thank you, Minister. To set the tone,
We also welcome Professor Bansal sir.
Highest praise.
Great, sir.
Thank you, sir.
to set the tone for today's event and give us an insight into the CALPI program and its objectives, I am delighted to invite Professor Sachin Gupta, sir, Dean R&I, MAIT, to share a few words. Please join me in welcoming Professor Sachin Gupta, sir, to kindly come forward and address the gathering.
Thank you so much for the feedback. We are most delighted to have you with us today as we complete the program. Rajni Dhingra, who has guided us through the program. Professor Vinay, who has managed the program wonderfully well, and all the participants who have wholeheartedly learned, applied, asked a lot of queries, and brought so much energy to the program that it was almost insufferable at times that yes, they are asking so much things. Thank you so much for having attended the program and completed. So the program was in 5 sessions where we discussed a lot of tools, almost close to 45-50 tools that we have discussed in the program. We learned some bit about tool chaining also. And this is so relevant today. Saturday, I had a meeting with a leading publisher of computer science books. They are one of the biggest publishers across the computation part. He wanted me to advise on what can be the future of education, what can be the future of books as we know them, what should we do as a publisher, as an educator, because the domain cross very much. And 2 hours of brainstorming, we couldn't agree to a single point that this would be the one thing that we can foresee or we can predict that this is certainly going to happen. So that is the kind of scenario that we are working with. Across the program, I come across at least 5 or 6 people who have requested that we need to do this data analysis. We have already seen this happening in the session. Can we be helped with this specific data set? And they have started writing papers with the help of the AI course, not just the text, but the analysis part, which is a very good thing that we are having. They have started drawing diagrams for their papers, using napkin and mermaid, and they have also started generating the text for their notes and blogs they are writing, coming in handy for that. So a part of me is happy that we have created a task force who will be able to help us mentor the people who are going to come up in the actual program that we are going to launch for the executives pretty soon. And part of me is also scared that how are we going to come up to the expectations that we have from the program. What the people who come from outside, they will be having maybe the expectation beyond what we expect that to be. So my sincere request to all of you here is that please do not stop whatever learning that we have gained so far. It has to be continued, it has to be consolidated, it has to be, you have to now use the CALPI group to question each other, share use cases, add anything that you have learned new, add any tool that we have not used in the program but which can come in handy, bring in more projects, bring in more reports, add the project to the student work that you are doing, and that would be the way that we are going to consolidate the program. So thank you very much for coming in here today. But Sir is, and I don't know how many of us have been introduced. He just joined as the Dean of Management in May, and he was so keen of the presentation that we are going to come up with on AI. before the program commenced, all these five, each one of you has earned 32,000 rupees worth Perplexity AI subscription for 1 year because you are presenting today. You have been among the best reports that have been presented to the program, and I have been advised that we take a print of all of the projects that you have completed, we compile them, consolidate them into one comprehensive report, and that we will present to the management as a token of completion of this project. Thank you so much. All the best to the presenter. Maharaja just sneaked in well in time. Thank you so much for joining us today, sir.
Thank you, sir. May I now request Dr. Vinay Kumar Singh, sir, to kindly welcome Professor Sanjiv Marwah, Director MABS.
कैसे चलेगा जीटी वाला धोनी का भी आगे चलेगा.
Thank you.
Today's guest, Subodh, my dear directors, faculty friends. So I have been talking to you all the time whenever we have a class and all that. We started with a different note. We wanted to get ready for our executive program, which we are planning from June, first week of June. In that connection, we have 2 rounds of teaching and all that. We have contributed a lot. We have motivated the speakers. These things already I have shared. But as a part of the FDP, if I want to talk, we designed some syllabus, some modules, etc. To the best of our capacity and knowledge. We made it, and you also suggested some changes. I hope we have done enough, except designing some interactive websites using generative AI. That part remains till today. But we definitely want to go for an executive program. The agentic AI part we have not touched. Tomorrow, if any corporate person becomes a participant, then definitely he will be interested in developing a small application as per his requirement in his industry. So those chances are there. So that point we have not discussed. And interactive websites using a generative AI. Okay. So those things we have noted. You also did not bring it up. Wherever corrections are required, definitely we will make a correction. We see that when we go to the market with a complete module, so that more number of participants will take admission. But as a part of knowledge and all that, AI is becoming very common. Today I was reading an article. AI era is gone. Now whatever is BI, that is parallel intelligence. So it is such a fast. So I appreciated this technology because within these 43 years I have seen so many technologies. Sir has seen what I have seen more than what I have seen. But this is very close to my heart in the sense, this is not a specific application, it has become a general application. For example, you want to, so what? Washing machine is a technology. But it has got a specific application. You remember it. So, but here, from morning to evening, in every application, you find AI. So, knowledge of AI for the teacher or for a faculty is very much needed. So, you know many things here, and we have practiced and many have submitted the projects also. I have gone through the projects. We have identified some 5 best projects. So, they will be given a chance to present here. Thank you for all the cooperation in these 6 weeks. And I hope this
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening words. Now, it is our privilege to present a special message from beacon of wisdom and guiding spirit behind MAITS, Dr. Nand Kishor Garg, sir, founder and chief advisor of MAITS. Let us now watch his inspiring address.
नीलम शर्मा जी और मेरे मेट के सभी प्रोफेसर्स, देसाई जी से मैंने कई दिन पहले कहा था कि आजकल आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस और इसकी जो चर्चा है इसको कैसे आगे बढ़ाएं और कैसे ये बात नीचे तक जाए, सबके समझ में आ जाए। और ख़ास तौर पे हमारे ट्रस्टी परिवार भी इतना बड़ा है कि उसको भी इसका लाभ कैसे मिले और प्रोफेशनल जो काम कर रहे हैं ऑलरेडी उन तक हम ये बात पहुँचे। जनरेटिव इंटेलिजेंस और ये सारी चीज़ें हमारे जैसे को लगता है कि ये शब्द तो बड़े सुहाने हैं। देश का प्रधानमंत्री लगातार इस पर स्ट्रेस भी कर रहे हैं, जोर भी दे रहे हैं कि भारत को लीडर बनना है आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस में, डाटा प्रोसेसिंग में, मशीन लर्निंग और ये सब आजकल पिछले 8-10 साल में जो नई चीज़ें हमारे सामने आ रही हैं और घंटों के काम मिनटों में होने शुरू हो गए हैं। खासतौर पर मेडिकल साइंस का और इसका इंटीग्रेशन होने से इलाज होना भी सुलभ हो गया है। ये सब चीज़ें आम जनता तक पहुँचे और हमारे हर विद्यार्थी को इसका एक्सपोजर हो। देसाई जी ने आप 50 लोगों के माध्यम से लगातार इसके लिए जो प्रयास किया है और आज उसका एक समापन है। इसके साथ ही हमने ग्रैंड DTU भारत के साथ एक समझौता किया है, उसके माध्यम से इस कोर्स को प्रोफेशनल्स के लिए लगातार हम ये चलाएंगे और इस कार्यक्रम को इस ढंग से डिज़ाइन किया गया है कि वो अपना काम करते करते भी इसको सीखें। मैं बधाई देता हूँ देसाई जी को और इनके सभी सहयोगियों को। खासतौर पे कंप्यूटर साइंस डिपार्टमेंट ने जिस प्रकार से इस बार नाम पैदा किया है, विशेष तौर पर आकाश गर्ग को ऑल इंडिया UPSC में लड़कों में तो दूसरा ही नंबर ला के एक प्रतिष्ठा अपनी भी बढ़ाई है, आप लोगों ने मेट की भी बढ़ाई है और इसके माध्यम से एक जो नया विश्वास पैदा होगा उस विश्वास को लेके आगे बढ़े। हम अपने देश को हर चीज़ में लीडर रखना, जैसे सॉफ्टवेयर में है हार्डवेयर में नहीं हो पाया था, परंतु इस गैप को हम पूरा करने के लिए AI के माध्यम से और तेज़ी से आगे बढ़ेंगे और 2047 तक जो हमारा लक्ष्य है कि टॉप 3 इकोनॉमिक पावर भी हो, डिफेंस के मामले में भी हो, रिसर्च इनोवेशन में भी हो, इन सब चीज़ों में साथ साथ बढ़ते हुए ही खेलों में भी हो। 2036 का ओलंपिक भी हमने भारत में लाना है और अब मैं देख रहा हूँ कि स्पोर्ट्स का लॉ का इंटीग्रेशन भी साथ साथ चल रहा है। अभी हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी ने कार्यक्रम किया 2 दिन का हिमाचल में, तो बड़ी नई नई चीज़ें जो हाइब्रिड भी लगती हैं उनमें काम हो रहा है और आप लोग हम लोग भी उसके साथ कदम से कदम मिलाकर आगे बढ़ेंगे। निश्चित तौर पर महाराजा अग्रसेन इंस्टीट्यूट किसी भी मामले में पीछे नहीं है। ये हम अपना कैलिबर जो हमारा जो माइट है, जो हमारे अंदर ताकत है, जो हैकाथॉन के माध्यम से भी हमने लगातार 7-8 साल में सिद्ध की है। UPSC के एग्जामिनेशन में भी हर बार हम 2-4 लोग दे रहे, इस बार भी 2 तो आए हैं। इसलिए अब जो प्रारंभ कर रहे हैं, जो आगे के लिए UPSC में जो इंक्लाइंड हैं, जो इंटरेस्टेड हैं, उनका भी हम तैयारी यहीं बैठकर भी कराया करेंगे। तो भारत को आगे बढ़ाना है, हमने भी आगे बढ़ना है और हमारा दायित्व है एज ए टीचर्स, एज ए प्रोफेशनल, एज ए मैनेजमेंट, हम भारत की प्रगति के अंदर अग्रणी भूमिका निभाएं। आप लोगों का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। लेट अस मार्च टुगेदर। जय हिंद।
For those truly inspiring thoughts. Moving ahead, it's time to witness the outcome of this wonderful journey through presentation of our selected participants. Let's sit back and enjoy the wonderful showcase of talent and innovation. Firstly, I would like to call Dr. Ankit Goyal to showcase his presentation.
A very good afternoon to all the respected dignitaries and my fellow members. I am Dr. Deswal from Department of Law. So the topic which I have chosen today is AI-driven financial empowerment for smart decision making with universal access. As we know that we are from the different backgrounds, so I will take just a minute to make you aware that what this topic is all about and why I have selected this topic. So if we talk about financial empowerment, it is simply the ability and confidence of individuals to make positive financial decisions and to make positive financial decisions so that we feel financial stability and financial well-being. Now why I have taken this investment era? Because either we are from the business background or we are from the service background or whatever the professional we are running, right? But everyone needs that our investment should grow. Now, if we talk about investment, there are traditional methods, there are traditional ways to invest your money. But hardly we are getting return from that. For an example, I have presented a table. Suppose if we talk about a 1 year fixed deposit, there are PPF, FD, there are investment avenues which are giving hardly a return of 6 to 7%. And we also have to pay tax on that, whatever interest we are earning. So I have taken an average tax rate of 20%. Suppose if we got a 6.5% return and we need to pay 20% tax to the government, so we are getting a return of 5.2% after adjusting tax. And there is also inflation which is 4 to 5%. So this table shows that hardly we are getting a return of 0.5 or 1% through the traditional investment avenues. But now comes the scenario that if we want to earn better returns, we need to invest in stocks, we need to invest in mutual funds, and it has been seen that if for longer term you are investing, you are getting a return of 10 to 15%. So after adjusting inflation and tax, you will be getting a return of 5 to 6%. But here the actually problem comes. If suppose I am saying that we need to invest in stock, which stock we need to invest? Now in market there are so many websites available, so many information is available, means everywhere you will find a lot of data. But to take decision on the basis of that data, how to select is a crucial task. So here actually AI will help us. So I have developed a prototype, I have developed a model that in what way the AI will help to take financial decision and will help to grow our return. So these are the problems which I have calculated, that these are the problems where AI will actually help. As I have told that information is overflowing, so much information is there. So this is the problem which every one of us facing, that we have to see. For example, if we want to analyze the stock, screener is there, ticker is there, phenology is there, market mojo is there, stock exchange websites are there, so much data is flowing. But to analyze all the data as an individual is not always possible, especially if you are from not that background. Second one is cumbersome budget planning. Suppose if I am saying that I have to prepare my budget, that whatever my income is, how much I am spending. So generally we have seen that in today's era also people they are making a manual budget. Suppose my example, suppose my income is 1 lakh rupees. So out of that 1 lakh rupees, 50,000 I am investing in this, 10,000 I am investing in this, and what will be the remaining amount? That out of that remaining amount, how much amount I have to invest in the traditional investment option and what to invest in the stock. So this planning if we make, so we do not generally get time on a day-to-day basis to make all such problems. The third one is human biasness. We people are, human beings are emotional, and while investing in stock and all that, we sometimes get emotions. Let me give you my practical example. Few days before I was analyzing the various stocks, that if we will invest in the defense stock right now, because there is a situation, maybe a situation of war, so defense stock will go up. So I invested a few amount, but there was an emotional attachment कि अगर share market गिर गया, अगर वो share गिर गया तो I will be facing a loss. So what I have done, I have invested a little amount, and we have seen that last 3 to 4 days the share has zoom up. So I got a profit on that. But suppose if I would have used the AI, done more analysis, I would have done more profit through that. So human, and if we go to another person, if I ask to a person that if I want to invest in mutual fund and all that, the person will only tell in which there is a commission. So AI will help in all such problems. And fourth but not the last, limited access of undeserved group. There are certain people who are not able to use all the website, not knowledge about all the things. So AI will help. So for all these problems, I have prepared a prototype, I have prepared an architecture here. Now we know there are 3 aspects of every prototype. One is the input data which you are giving, second the calculation which that model is doing, and third in what way it is giving you the output. So let me tell you that these two, user input and voice recognition, these are the inputs. Inputs means suppose if I want to put a text, suppose I am giving a command via prompt to a ChatGPT that my income is this, my expenses are this, and I want to invest my saving. So I want to write, so I can use the text command. If suppose I want to use the voice recognition, so that the computer will automatically understand my voice and will type that. So here you can use Google Cloud speech text. So these are the input data which I am giving over here. Now the actual scenario comes, the actual story comes. Now I will use the large language model, for example GPT-4, for example ChatGPT, Perplexity. I will give a simple command to ChatGPT that my income is 1 lakh rupees, my spending are these, and on the basis of that whatever the amount is remain, please tell me that where I can invest and try to diversify it, and I will be giving a command or prompt to the ChatGPT that I am a highly risk person or moderate risk person, so accordingly they will distribute. So ChatGPT or Perplexity or whatever the GPT-4, they will prepare a budget plan for me. Now on the basis of that budget, what I will do, whatever the remaining amount I have to invest, I will use the LSTM model. LSTM model is actually a long short-term memory model. This is a model which do actually the prediction. Now what this model is all about, we all are aware about the Python. So what we can use the various libraries of Python like TensorFlow, like PyChart, like Caesar. So these all, through these all, what we can do, we can find out the commands, and on the basis of that command, this model will analyze that which stock is going to grow up. Yani this is a prediction model, right? On the basis of various data, I will give the past data, train this model, and on the basis of this will give the prediction and suggest that where I can invest. So first of all, I have prepared that budget plan. On the basis of this budget plan, what I have done, I have collected the data that how much my saving is all about, and on the basis of that, I will use the LSTM models that will evaluate that what are the future prediction, and on the basis of that, it is going to give me the financial advice. Right? Now, as I have said that as human we are having emotions, we are having biasness, same AI can also have biasness. For an example, suppose कर लीजिए, if I have given a data of last 2 years in which the economy is only growing, so the prediction can be, the model can be trained in a way कि वो मुझे positive response ही देगा. But there can be a downfall too. So उसके लिए we will use the IBM AI Fairness 360. So this is actually a model which will actually check that whether the AI must have not used the biasness. If AI have used the biasness, this model will automatically correct and remove the biasness. So on the basis of that, we will be getting the financial advice in a proper way. And this financial advice in the last I have written can be presented through data visualization. And for data visualization, we can use the various tools like Spotify, Gamma. There are so many tools. So in this way, I have just shown you that I am going to give certain data and use the various models, and on the basis of using these various models, I will come with an advice to a customer, to an investor that where you can invest. And on the basis of that, if this will work, the investor can grow their income, they can be more successful in terms of financial empowerment. So these are the tools I have used. GPT-4 I have used for the text, LSTM model I have used for time series forecasting, so I can predict the future price on the basis of the various data which I will give. Gamma, through that Gamma we can data visualize, and we can also prepare a website. So I have also prepared a website I am going to show you shortly on the basis of this Gamma. Google speech to text as I have discussed for audio processing, and IBM AI Fairness for biasness detection. So I will show you that this is the website which I have prepared. So we can work on this website, and on the basis of this we can give more commands. So suppose I am a user. So here more points can be given like risk tolerance, like the number of years you want to invest and all that. And on the basis of that we can present such kind of website. This website I have just prepared from the AI on the basis of the input which I have given. So this will look attractive to the investor in a way that what can be done through the various models, in what way we are going to actually help investors to grow their income. So through these, I am just giving you a glimpse to make you aware that in this way we can present the things to the investor, and on the basis of that they will be understanding that what is actually going. A company in what way they are going to help, and in what way their money is going to increase. And whatever the tools I have used, those tools, if the time permits, I can explain these.
I think.
Okay. So these are the various just tools I have evaluated that what kind of commands can be given to various models, and on the basis of that what kind of prediction. So Python, as I was saying, these are the commands which I also generated through ChatGPT, that these commands, and we need not to do all the commands. We can generate all these commands and we can put all these commands on Google Colab. So Google Colab will automatically start giving you the results. So a non-code person can also do all such things. So these are the few points I have evaluated that of what kind of commands can be given and in what way it can be done. Now come back to my presentation. So these are the tools I have evaluated that what kind of output can be generated by using these tools. So I have used no code and AI integration. I have just comparison that if a person was not using AI, what kind of tools it was using, and now through the AI generation, what kind of tools can be used, and on the basis of that, what can be the output. So here we have seen that if we are not using the AI, we have to use the different segregated website, and it would be tough for analyze as I discussed. But through AI, a single website we can make, and through that we can done everything at one place. And this is the last architecture, the real world application, the data we can provide, the AI analyze the data, prepare budget on the basis of this, advise on the basis of the various stocks and mutual fund. Transparency can be done through the IBM AI Fairness 360, and on the basis of that, whatever the results are there, they can be put on the interactive dashboard. So as a layman person, I can see that what are the chances to invest the money. So this is all about my team. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next is Dr. P.V. Goyal.
Done. Thank you.
Before she starts, okay sir, thank you.
On sustainability index model using AI tools. This project is aimed at helping organizations in measuring, managing and improving their sustainability practices in a smarter, more data-driven way using AI tools. Sustainability is a central concern for the nations worldwide, the responsibility of which lies on the shoulders of the businesses. With global challenges like climate change, resource depletion, and social inequality, businesses are under increasing pressure to operate responsibly. They need to address global challenges and meet societal expectations, and they need to offset the negative impact on the environment and society. This is not a question of choice, whether businesses should prioritize sustainability or not. Sustainability definitely is no longer a choice, it is a necessity, especially in images. We can analyze, we can extract the data from the images, and the satellite images can be analyzed to see the impact on the environment. The auto ML tables or the vertex AI can be used to build the predictive models about the sustainability index. Knowledge graph API, or you can say the entity recognition AI, can be used for fetching the contextual data information and to identify the relationship among the different factors. Speech recognition assembly AI can be used for the audio analysis, in which we can transcribe the audio from stakeholders interviews, investors conferences, and this can help us make the data to be analyzed in terms of quality also. So other tools also can be used like ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, Claude. These can be used for text analysis and insight generation. Julius Perplexity can be used for data cleaning and analysis. Napkin AI Studio, Leonardo can be used for visual representation. So this AI-driven sustainability index model will result in increased transparency, decision making, and enhanced accountability, moving towards more sustainable practices. It will lead to long-term societal impacts, resulting in more sustainable development, environmental protection, social equity, and enhanced economic prosperity. So by combining sustainability with the power of AI, we can create a smarter, fairer, and more resilient future. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Next is Miss Neetu Agarwal.
From the Department of Computer Applications from MAIMS. First of all, I would like to thank to the entire CATPI team to give me this opportunity to present this more relevant topic these days, that is the generative AI bridging the academia industry. Yeah. So, as we move forward, first of all, I want to focus on the question why we people are using generative AI these days. Why we are talking about generative AI these days? What is the relevance of this generative AI these days? See, if we see industries are changing rapidly, but they don't want any degrees and all, they are not, they are not looking for degrees only. They are looking for the presentation skills of the students, they want the communication skills of the students, they want problem solving skills should be there, resume building should be strong of the students like this. But unfortunately, many students who goes from the institute to the outsiders, all these things are lacked. So we see a clear gap between the academics knowledge and institution expectations, industry expectations basically. So this is what we talk about the generative AI. This is where generative AI becomes a game changer. This project originated from an intensive 6 days generative AI workshop. And we have worked on these tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot. We had already done all these tools in past 5 classes. So if you want to generate the text, then you can use ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Pro, Perplexity. If you want to create some good images, then you can use this Delphi, Midjourney, Leonardo.ai architecture. If you want to create the videos and all, then you can use this Pictory, Runway, or Murph.ai. If you want to create presentations, then you can use Gamma, Prezi, Napkin, AI Draw, and you can see I have made this presentation on Prezi. And believe me, I had just given the few prompts, and within the fraction of seconds, it has created this kind of presentation. मैंने बहुत ज़्यादा मेहनत की है क्योंकि कल ही मुझे पता लगा कि you have to present it. Then I use this Prezi, and within the fraction of seconds, मतलब maybe अगर हमें ये tools नहीं आते होते, तो maybe हमें पूरा दिन लग जाता कि हम brainstorming करते कैसे animations हम डालेंगे, हम इस PowerPoint पे जाएंगे, copy और paste करेंगे. No, but I had just given some prompts, and within the fraction of seconds, it has made some beautiful slides. This is what the generative AI is. हम लोग इतना टाइम वेस्ट करते हैं वर्ड डॉक्यूमेंट्स बनाने में और इसमें, एंड विद द हेल्प ऑफ जनरेटिव AI, I think in the fraction of seconds you can generate the reports also. मतलब these tools are helping us a lot in everyday life. कि जितना हमारा एडमिन काम है, जो मतलब we all faculties over here and we can see कि रिपोर्ट जनरेट करनी है, हमें कुछ वेबसाइट्स का कंटेंट बनाना है, नोटिसेस बनाने हैं, तो by using this generative AI we can do all these works in the fraction of seconds. But again we have to see the results. हमें वो देखना पड़ेगा कि क्या वो जनरेट करके दे रहे हैं. Sometimes it gives you the wrong results. Last week me and my friend both were working on the data and we were thinking कि हमने already इसके ऊपर काम किया हुआ है and we know the expected results also. But we still tried कि चलो हम Julius पे इसको डालकर देखते हैं and let us see कि जो expected results है वो आ रहे हैं या नहीं आ रहे हैं. But believe me, बिल्कुल गलत. Every result में जो हमने expect किया था वो गलत था. तो you have to think smartly. You have to give the correct prompts. तो ये सारा खेल ही आपका prompts का है. This is what we call it as prompt engineering. जितने अच्छे prompts you will get, उतना अच्छा you will get the result. This is what generative AI is. अगर आप उसको clear cut आप instructions नहीं दोगे, prompts नहीं दोगे, it will not create any good results. So this is, you can say, limitation of the generative AI tools also. So let's move further. The objective of my presentation is to eliminate the role of generative AI in addressing the academia industry gap by analyzing tools and insights from personal experience. It seeks to propose a framework for improved educational outcomes. Now if you see, कोई भी प्रोजेक्ट लेते हो तो obviously first of all you have to identify the gaps. अब believe me, मैंने इसके ऊपर बिल्कुल वर्कआउट नहीं किया. सैटरडे को प्रोजेक्ट भेजा टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट कि वो भी ये था कि चलो वो जनरेटिव एआई की हेल्प से ही आईआईटी प्रोजेक्ट एंड सेंस. तो इसमें यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड द गैप्स एंड ऑल. मैंने इसके ऊपर कोई वर्कआउट नहीं किया. व्हाट आई हैव डन इज आई हैव सिंपली गिव दिस प्रॉम्प्ट टू द चैट कि list the main points which led in transition from academia to industry with headings and bullet points. Focus on this, headings and bullet points. I am not telling it कि मुझे डिटेल में कुछ चीज चाहिए. No, I just want कि मुझे सिर्फ उसका main headings with bullet points पता चल जाए. Now you can see it has generated this. Exactly the prompt which I had given to the chat GPT. उसने मुझे उतना ही जनरेट करके दिया जितना मैं चाहती थी. And as it is, I had copy and pasted. Like you can see, these are the theoretical gaps. उसके अंदर there are some points like for example, outdated curriculum, limited practical application, insufficient industry integration, whatever it is. So I had just given the point prompts. That's it, and it has generated. But if I give the prompt that give me the points in details, then only it will give you in detail. And for that you can use the perplexity, you can use the AI Studio if you want to go in depth. So this is what the beauty of generative AI is. Now moving further, if you see already I had identified the gaps कि क्या-क्या gaps मेरे थे. Now I want to see the stakeholders कि कौन-कौन से ऐसे stakeholders हैं जो इस problem के अंदर involved हैं. Again, I had given the prompt like identify the key stakeholders affected by the academia industry gap and their primary concerns. अगर हम brainstorming शायद करते हैं जैसे दिनेश सर ने हमारे साथ एक एक्सरसाइज शायद दिल्ली की प्रॉब्लम्स को लेकर किया था, तो सबके डिफरेंट ओपिनियंस थे. बट जैसे हमने उसको जनरेटिव एआई पे डाला, उसने अपने आप हमें सारे जितने पॉसिबल आउटकम्स थे वो दे दिए. तो इन अ फ्रैक्शन ऑफ सेकंड्स और हम ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग करते रहे. आई थिंक हाफ एन आवर की वो एक्टिविटी थी और हाफ एन आवर के अंदर इतना टाइम हमें लगा. और चैट जीपीटी ने या परप्लेक्सिटी ने एआई स्टूडियो ने व्हाटएवर टूल यू आर यूजिंग, उसने फ्रैक्शन ऑफ सेकंड्स में हमें सारी प्रॉब्लम्स दे दी विद न्यू और नई प्रॉब्लम्स के साथ. सो दिस इज व्हाट इट इज. सो आई हैड जस्ट गिवन दिस प्रॉम्प्ट एंड यू कैन सी it has given me this. Now you can see this pie chart also. It is created in Julius. What I have done is I had just given these keywords, stakeholders involved, and it has generated this pie chart. Otherwise हम Excel पे जाएंगे, पहले उसका data analysis करेंगे, उसके x axis, y axis choose करेंगे, histogram बनाना है, bar chart बनाना है, pie chart बनाना है. But Julius उसने सिंपली स्टेक होल्डर्स लिए और एक पाई चार्ट मुझे क्रिएट करके दिया. दिस इज व्हाट जनरेटिव एआई इज. सो दीज आर द स्टेक होल्डर्स. अगर हम शायद ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग करते तो हम स्टूडेंट्स, हम मेंटर्स या लाइक दिस हम यही बोलते, बट इसने और बहुत अच्छे से ब्यूटीफाई करके दिया कि स्टूडेंट्स को अंडर ग्रेजुएट्स और पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट्स. Academic institutions, if we are talking about, तो colleges and institutions. If you are talking about employers, then कहाँ कौन से companies and organizations. Like this, it has given me the answer. Now you can see the limitations and the main pain points in the existing system again. I have not used my own mind. I have just given the prompt and it has given me the answer. He identified the current limitations faced by the existing system and see what it has done. Very crisp and clear points like unstructured and irrelevant internships, limited real-world exposure, neglect of soft skills, inefficient skill tracking and assessment, scalability issues and mentorship guidance, generic placement support and to the point it has given me the answer. If I write, give me the points and details, then only it will give me detail. Otherwise, it will be crisp and short. Now this is the bar graph. Again, I have generated this bar graph in Julius only. What I have done is I have just given the key points. जो मुझे ChatGPT ने generate करके दिए. I have just copied and pasted in Julius, and it has created this bar graph. And you can see the exact match है जो मेरे points previous slide में थे. Right? So this is what the beauty of generative AI is. Now you can see the goals and KPIs. Again, I have given the prompts, define the clear project goals and corresponding measurable KPIs to bridge the gap between academic education and industry requirements in short and crisp. Again, it has given me the answer like this. You can see side by side how this crazy tool is working. It's so beautiful कि crazy के अंदर आपको कुछ करना ही नहीं है. You have to just give the keywords. That's it. आपने अगर Word document में अपने key points बनाए, just upload that document. And you know, जैसे आप upload करते हो, उसके अंदर भी it will analyze कि किस type का presentation you want to create. It will suggest you 5 to 6 themes in which you can choose one. जैसे मेरा यहाँ पे generative AI था. If you can see यहाँ पे जितने भी images हैं वो generative AI से related इसने मुझे show किया. अगर environment से related होगा तो वो मुझे environment से related theme suggest कर देगा. तो it is all about कि आपका वो document जो है वो किससे related है. So this is what the beauty of this crazy is. So that's why time ज़्यादा waste मुझे नहीं करना था तो I used this tool only in order to get this presentation. So you can see goals and KPIs. मतलब I am not telling you about all these things क्योंकि we already aware कि industry और academia में कितना gap है और वो बढ़ता ही जा रहा है. But I just want to present how we are using this generative AI tools in order to get the things better. So I think कि हमें CATPI का program student oriented ही करना चाहिए. What I feel is rather than only industry oriented, it should be student oriented also. Maybe it will help them in industries. So that's all from my side.
Thank you, ma'am. Next is Miss Monica Bhattacharya.
Monica was out of station till this morning and she must have got only 3 hours to prepare or 4.
A very good afternoon to everyone, respected dignitaries and my dear colleagues. As my other fellow participants have already discussed about the brilliant future of the different AI tools that we have been introduced. Like my other participants have already made you aware of the different prompt engineering and different related stuff. We have been introduced with various kinds of Gen AI tools, which I find are very useful in our day-to-day life. All the complex tasks, all the brainstorming that we used to do earlier is now being easily handled using the different AI tools. And based on these tools only, I have made my capstone project. The title of the project is AI-powered sustainability evaluation suite. So I have selected this topic since I am from the electrical background. So sustainability and carbon footprint is a very important and a very major task which is to be handled in the future. As we have seen, the different kinds of strategies and tasks are being made in different countries regarding the dealing of this carbon footprint. We want to reduce it to the minimum so as to preserve the environment and the human life. So based on this project, I have made use of the different AI tools, that is Claude, Gemini, Perplexity, ChatGPT. Using all these tools, I would just like to show you the AI tool task tool stack on which I have worked. That first, using the various LLM models, I have integrated all the information which is available regarding the sustainability index of different companies, and then using computer vision systems, using the various kinds of pictures, the images, the data sets, I have calculated all the things using computer vision systems and find out the information. Then using multi-model systems, I have integrated all the information which is there in the text and the images to a common framework, and based upon that, using the prediction analysis, we have done the analysis of those particular companies, what they are doing, what they are producing, how we can mitigate, and then finally using again the AI systems, we can help find out the various solutions and the measures to the problems which are there in the sustainability indexes, and how we can reduce the carbon footprints, what the government can take the initiative, what all it can do. So using AI we can help do that, and we can also do the budgeting thing simultaneously. Also, a part of the project was regarding the prompt engineering repository. So using various instructional, conversational, creative prompts I have used in finding out all the data which is related to this topic. And as you can see in the slide, all the images, all the pictures, all the diagrams, the data sets, whatever was generated here, that was all using the help of the napkin tool. And then after combining all the text, all the information that I got regarding the topic from different various sources, I have made the presentation using the Gamma software, the Gamma AI tool. These are the ethical and the legal considerations that was a part of the project that we have to consider regarding the topic. And then last was the implementation strategy that we have to develop for the solution of the problem which we are facing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Next is Dr. Deepika Bachchan, ma'am.
Deepika is a very special presenter. I'll share with your permission. So once we had a conference paper that she was supposed to present, we wrote it jointly. And she had mehndi all over her head. And she still presented to the international audience with the mehndi applied to her entire head. She was on the camera presenting so beautifully. And it was very well appreciated, the presentation that she did.
Actually, we don't know it beforehand. So within 5 minutes, we have to hear. Good afternoon, distinguished guests and my dear colleagues. I feel privileged to be a part of a CAT5 program. In this, we have discovered various AI tools, and for completing this capstone project, I had used various AI tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, Leonardo, Napkin, etc. And for creating this presentation, I had used Gamma. Welcome to my presentation on topic AI Diagnosis Assistant for Common Ailments, Prompt-Based Medical Research. This study uses advanced language models and structured prompts to quickly interpret symptoms, suggest likely conditions, and reference up-to-date medical literature. Let's dive in. This is our project structure template which we obtained from Sachin sir, and in this we have got various sections, and we have just worked on single section differently. The first part is the AI Diagnosis Assistant for Common Ailments, its description. The global healthcare system faces growing strain due to limited medical personnel, rising patient loads, and uneven access to quality care. Primary care services are particularly overburdened with non-emergency cases involving common ailments that could be managed more efficiently with AI-assisted trigger and guidance. Now the basic key stakeholders are patients, primary case physicians, healthcare systems and providers, medical researchers. These are the various project goals. First is to improve accessibility, second is to enhance efficiency, and third is to ensure safety and accuracy. Below are given the key performance indicators for each project goal. This is the AI tool stack components that we can use for developing our system. For text intelligence, we can use OpenAI GPT. For visual recognition, we can use Microsoft Custom Vision, Google Auto ML Vision. For audio processing, we can use Whisper from OpenAI and DeepGram that converts patient voice inputs into text, enabling hands-free use of both users and practitioners. And for data integration, we can use Amazon Health Lake, Google Cloud Healthcare API, etc. In the prompt engineering repository, we can use three types of prompts. First is instructional prompts, analytical prompts, and conversational prompts. This is the system architecture overview. In first, the user interface is there, then NLP module and knowledge base, decision logic engine, and after that the data storage and the feedback loop. This is the integration and automation plan of the project. First, we have obtained the data sources, then the key APIs, automation triggers, and feedback loops. After that, we have to get the ethical and legal considerations for the project, that is bias fairness, privacy compliance, autonomy and informed use, and transparency. This is the impact model, societal and business value of the project. And this is the final bit bridging healthcare gaps with AI. First is we have to give the accessible care, second is efficient delivery, third is safe and ethical. That's it. AI-powered multimodal assistant diagnosis, common ailments via text, voice or image input, offers instant recommendations with red flag detection and supports clinicians with a prompt-based research assistant. The solution bridges the gap between accessible care and responsible AI, offering instant intelligent health support for both patients and professionals. Thank you.
In India, we feel that this medical AI is, people say it's not very useful because nobody would trust a person, ML, model rather a doctor. But in my perplexity group, there are almost 250 people from Europe, and they say it is a very wide concept being used there because their doctor appointment is close to 3 months or 2.5 months. They are self-diagnosing using AI tools, and they are recovering faster than otherwise having to wait for 3 months for their doctor appointment that they are going to get next. So this is some concept which is picking up so far in Europe that this is something which is definitely going to be very useful.
Now please welcome our last participant, Ms. Vaishali.
to empower farmers, agronomists, researchers with rapid, accurate identification of crop ailments. In an era where plant health directly impacts food security, farmer livelihoods, timely diagnosis of disease is more critical than ever. Let's begin our journey into smarter, data-driven crop health management. This is the project structure template which we have received. According to it, we have worked upon and I
participants for such remarkable presentation. Next, may I call upon Dr. Subodh Jindal sir, advisor me, to address us and bless the occasion with his inspiring words. Please welcome Dr. Subodh Jindal sir.
Dear friends, we've heard a lot of technical jargon. Okay? It is a highly emerging technology subject, so it has to be there. And this is welcome. Now with our mentors here, Dr. Desai, Dr. Deswal, Dr. Sachin, Mr. Bansal, I find Dr. Marwah has gone back. Let's talk a little at the informal level. We all know AI has swept the world for over a decade now. Every field has it. It started from technical levels to industry, then it went into finance, into investments. Then we find yes, our presentations were very well made. We talked of crop protection, talked of investment shares, we talked of healthcare and medical presentation, sustainability. You name it, every field has an application of AI. For healthcare, for example, not only that you can consult a model for your ailment, they say the diagnostic industry in healthcare, the people who do MRIs and scans, they put 1,000 scans in the system, and when a new patient comes, the new scan is first fed and the system itself brings out the report on the basis of the data which it has from those 10,000 or 12,000 or 10,000 scans which we done. So that is the primary diagnosis, which if there are ifs and buts, the radiologist can see. It makes it much faster and gives you a baseline. Similarly, lot of applications like meteorological, climate forecasting, natural disaster anticipating, law, jurisprudence. The lawyer does not have to dictate a petition now. As you said, you put in the parameters, the data, the prompts, and it comes out. Similarly, for mass communication, designing, I brought some newspaper cuttings which show that most of the advertising is being generated on AI. There was an article in Times of India a couple of days back that weddings are being planned on AI. Right from designing, decoration, content, programming, everything is there. Now, if it is all there, it is a necessity, it is not a choice, as one of the presenters said. Well taken. So if we are in the game, let's play together. Okay? We cannot be seen different from the world. In fact, we may be different if we accept. If we go beyond what others have done, then we may be different, not by being left behind. So, our technologists, our mentors, our brilliant brains across the country, they started working on it. The government put in its acceptance to it. And we have a lot of work being done in the last 2-3 years. 6 months back, when we conceived this program for our institution, the idea was that finally it has to come at the academic level. So why not gear ourselves well in time? So this proposal was made, and we said that yes, the first thing to start with would be to have a strong, well-groomed faculty group amongst us. If we have to do anything, to give anything to the world, there are a lot of institutions in the last 1 year that give short-term courses, they are giving various programs to the world. Why? Because this technology was not there 20-30 years back. Those professionals, those executives in the corporates, in business, industry, in the government, who are required to use it today, they haven't learned it. It was not a part of their curriculum, but they have to use it. So, somebody has to be there to teach them or make them familiar or confident, at least as a user, if not as a designer. So there is the scope of providing information to those people who seek it. And that was one role we thought our institution can also play. And that's why if you learn of CAT-BY, the certified program for artificial intelligence, the concept was generated out of that. A lot of hard work has been done. Dr. Desai, Dr. Dr. Sachin, Dr. Gupta, and all of you. I've been kind of interacting with all of them over time, our directors, and I was encouraged and heartened to see that a lot of you have taken so much interest. But I was also a little discouraged when I found that out of the 50 participants from our learned faculty, which started this interaction, towards the finishing end we have about 25, 30. Okay. This really has to grow. Not only just technology departments, it has to go beyond. Hello ma'am. I was just thinking of, I was just going to say about your department. So you can, not just the technology departments. AI is pervading in every field, including and in fact more in management, law, in mass communication, advertising, in humanities, so many other fields. And first presenters, I think 3 of them were from MAIMS.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, sir. Exactly.
Okay. So that speaks itself of the vast impact this is going to make. If we are in the race, we have to be fast. We have to play it well. And one person cannot do it. The Honorable Director General is there, Ma'am is there, Dr. Marwah is there. They are all putting in their part of it. Dr. Marwah has brought in a collaboration for this particular work with the thought. Everybody else is working on it. So it's a cumulative effort which will take us further, and we have to grow firstly as an institution, as a group. And why? If 50 other institutions are taking the lead and we stay where we are, then actually we are not there, we are slipping back. Because like a treadmill, the belt goes. If you are not moving, you are left behind. So we have to understand this huge lot of competition within countries, within companies, within different domains, and every field of application, right from the humblest of agriculture, like crop protection and crop disease was presented just now. Every field needs, to really become fast and grow, and AI is one base for it. Now friends, coming back to our learned group that we all have here, I will give you a few tips. How will it help you personally also? Not only it invigorates your thinking. Whatever you do in life tomorrow, you will see and try if there is something which AI can do for us, make it easier and faster. It is also a part of your own learning up. It is an achievement on your credentials. Man may tomorrow promote you by looking at what all courses we have taken, including certain such programs. Okay? And then finally, a very, conceptual, sentimental thing. We are all very knowledgeable people. And we rightfully say yes, we are. Knowledge has two components. One is the brain and one is the information that comes in and we store there. Okay. We don't make the brain. It's God given. We can only 5% scale it up. And the information part also we don't get it. We get it from our parents, from our families, from our teachers, from the society, from the faculty wherever we have studied or groomed ourselves, or from the nation at large. So this knowledge which we sometimes boast also, sometimes we feel yes, I have achieved something. Good. We say that, I have graduated such and such institution, such and such degree. But all of that is not really ours. We got it from someone. Okay? So we've been taking all the time. अगर लेते जा रहे थे सबका, तो देना भी पड़ेगा. If we taken it all from the society for long years, 30, 40, 50, 60, whatever. This is one platform, this is one time which can serve as a vehicle for you to give back to the society. And the platform where you are is the best platform you can give back. And that is to create the next generation who is capable enough to adopt it, imbibe the principles and practices behind it, and take it forward for the society and the nation as a whole. So, the first and foremost application of the entire concept is your students. That's the platform you are in. That's the sacred platform. And as our heritage says, education and teaching was always for the society. The salary that we get is only to facilitate that objective. Okay, we may get whatever, less or more, but that is only to facilitate us to do something for the society at large and the nation. And as our chairman said, Dr. Nand Kishor said just now, what you just now played, that this has to serve the larger cause of the nation. Today, whether it is defense or needs a composition of technologies, and AI will be an important part. So with these words, I thank you all for inviting me here, and for all the hard work that you have done, all these 6 sessions, preparing it beforehand, presenting it. And I must also share today very informally that when we thought of setting up this executive AI program, our directors, Dr. Neelam Sharma, Dr. Marwah, Dr. Rajni Deswal has been always behind as a energizer. The first step we thought was our faculty. And I was told that when we did some runs, the faculty was not feeling confident whether we can deliver. Then Dr. Desai and Dr. said, okay, let's have an in-house play first. And that's how these 6 sessions were designed. And I'm grateful to the faculty members who designed these sessions, the content, the presentations, and the delivery. If Dr. Sani will sometimes show you the notes that we used to prepare in discussions, beyond the content, which was Dr. Sachin's responsibility, the delivery, the presentation, the language, the expression was Dr. Sani's responsibility. He may not have told you. So, it's hard work, well done, and I think we'll take this to further achievement. The final executive AI program has to be delivered yet, which I think we will all think further and plan together with Dr. Desai and our directors and take it forward. Lastly, there is a lot more close discussion that has to be done from each domain, each discipline within each institution. Have small groups to talk about it. Have to think together. And from that will evolve a desire to go to other subjects. Tomorrow cyber security may be one similar subject we can take on. It may be unmanned vehicles and drones and robotics. It can be something in jurisprudence. Think of subjects, they will come. Because you have the thinking capacity. And this is the melting pot, the institution we are academy, base that we are. Thank you very much. See you next.
Thank you, sir, for the inspiring words. Now, I would like to welcome Professor Rajni Dhingra, Ma'am, Director of MAIMS, for a token of respect and welcome.
Welcome,
And Professor Agrasen. Sir,
आइए सर,
please, sir.
सर,
Professor Agrasen.
फॉर्मेटिव हो सर। अरे नहीं सर, आपकी सबोर्डिनेट का नाम होता है। काफी बड़ा प्राउड दिया।
Now comes the much awaited moment, the certificate distribution ceremony. Certificates will be awarded to the brilliant participants who have successfully completed their journey in the CATBI program. I request all the dignitaries to kindly join us for the distribution.
Sir, I see.
Dr. Vinay Kumar Seni, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you all. Thank you.
Dr. Deswal, sir.
emergency.
Dr. Sanita Garg ma'am. Dr. Meenakshi Gupta ma'am.
Sir, ISO please. Sorry.
Dr. Gitanjali Gupta ma'am. Dr. Kamal Gupta sir. Dr. Neelam Sharma ma'am. Dr. Preeti Goyal ma'am. Dr. Ritika Bhatia ma'am. Dr. Neetu Agarwal ma'am. Dr. Ankit Goyal sir. Dr. Rajni Dhingra Dr. Praveen Kumar Singh sir.
We need more of your for this one thing.
Dr. Govind Gupta sir.
Praveen Kumar.
Dr. Deepika Bansal ma'am. Dr. Monica Bhaijal ma'am. Dr. Tina Dudeja ma'am. Dr. Nitin Garg sir. Dr. Nitin Garg. Dr. Seema Kalonia ma'am. Dr. Sumedha Gupta ma'am.
Ma'am, Govind Gupta, please. Govind. Govind.
Dr. Alok Kumar sir. Dr. Ashwini sir. Dr. Rajni Tiwari sir. Miss Vishali ma'am. Dr. Mini Agarwal ma'am. Dr. Sakshi Pandey ma'am. stage along. Dr. Pawan Sharma sir.
Post submission.
Dr. Sachin Gupta sir. Dr. Neelam ma'am. Dr. Karima Gupta ma'am. Thank you all.
As we approach the end of today's wonderful ceremony, it's time for gratitude. May I now invite Dr. Vivek Kumar Singh for further thanks to formally express our heartfelt appreciation.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm quite sure many of you,
Thank you, sir.
I'm quite sure you might be a little confused why all certificates have not been distributed. So please don't feel disappointed. The point is, we have got a strict guideline that certificates would be issued only post submission of the complete assignments and all the project tasks. So please don't feel disheartened. You just complete your projects and assignment and submit it, and we'll be happy to give you certificates, right? So please don't feel disappointed. कहते हैं कि सब्र का फल मीठा होता है, तो hopefully आपका और effort लगाएंगे, project और better बनेगा. Okay, so moving on to the segment which I think is assigned to me, I think it's been a memorable journey, moving right from the time I spent with leadership, then with all the team members, and throughout the course it's been a memorable experience. बहुत सारे ऐसे faculty members जिनके साथ मैंने first time interact किया during the sessions, and it was really a very healthy and memorable experience. I want to convey my sincere thanks to our leadership team, Jindal sir, your vision, guided by Nand Kishor Garg's vision. I think we are moving on the right track where we are addressing the need of the society and what is our responsibility. Thank you sir for your input, sir. Now, moving on with the real mentor, Desai sir, you have been really monitoring, evaluating and directing at every point as we get the instructions from the leadership. So Desai sir, thank you so much for all of your input, sir. And it would be unfair if I don't mention a big achievement that we have recently got. Maharaja sir, we have got a collaboration update that this course would be launched in the corporate for the corporate participants in collaboration with GD Grant Cotton. So it will be a more branded avatar of the CAPI program. Thank you so much, sir. Our Honorable Director, Professor Neelam Sharma ma'am and Rajni Dhingra ma'am, I think you have done a lot of stressed out hard work for nominating these faculty members, because we already have so much of stuff going on in the colleges. A lot of work is there, but still we could manage excellent brains who can spend some time with us. And our newly joined member in the family, Bansal sir, I was really surprised to see how keen he was. He was questioning me, he in the course benefits and how we can evaluate which tool is suitable for which scenario. So I think your inputs would be very useful in the time to come also, sir. Thank you so much. Deswal sir, chale gaye hain. He has been a pillar like koi bhi hame process related logistics requirement aati hai, he is always there to support us. Sachin sir has been like there for every piece of the course. Like when we were designing the structure, when we were understanding and finalizing the tools to cover it, at every point we have been giving us critical inputs. So I convey my sincere thanks to Sachin it's not the job that is over. I think it's at the starting point because we have to bring our efforts to make our objectives achieved as made by our leaders, then we have to contribute to a society which really achieve those heights which are envisioned by our Honorable Prime Minister that we will be having Viksit Bharat by 2047. So we all need to contribute and put efforts. Thank you all for your time. And we have tea break now. Tea arrangement is there, so please proceed. Let's have a quick